Hi there, this is Mike with the Unosquare channel. I'm on the Willamette River today. It's my lunch hour and I thought I'd take a break and come out for a stand-up paddleboard. I'm going to show you my paddleboard here. It's a homemade board that I bought from a guy that made it here in Portland, Oregon. And here's my paddle, and this is the Willamette River. The Willamette River is a north flowing river. It's the largest north flowing river in North America. As you probably know, all the rivers on the west of the Continental Divide flow either south or west. All the rivers on the east of the Continental Divide flow south or east, of course. This is one of the few rivers that flow north, and you can see as I pan the camera here, you can see it's a very large river. It can hold barge traffic and ships and pleasure craft, and in the summer there's lots of water skiers. Right there is an abandoned gas station and store, and I'm of course sitting on this dock that's also abandoned to take this video. I got myself in a little bit of trouble on my very first video because I talked about the software engineers in the United States being the best in the world. And you know, I didn't think when I did that video that it would offend some of my friends and the very sophisticated engineers in Mexico, guys that I work with, men and women that I work with. Admittedly, talking about engineering or software development in a video is probably one of the most boring things that you can think of. I wrote a book called Nearshoring to Latin America. It's on Amazon. My family read it, my friends read it, and they all said boring, like the most boring book they'd ever read. So in difference to those of you who think the topic's boring, I'm combining software engineering discussion with stand-up paddleboarding. My gosh, you can't get a better combination than that. I mean, that's like peanut butter and chocolate, or Millie and vanilla. I don't know. It's a great combination. So we're going to make the most of it. But one of the things I wanted to say when I mentioned that the engineering in the U.S. is the best in the world, I really believe that, and I want to stand by that. But what I mean is really the engineering impact that U.S. engineers have had on the world. If you look at the greatest companies, from Apple to Microsoft to Google to eBay to YouTube, on and on and on, the engineering talent came from the U.S., or at the very least came from U.S. universities. You know, and I stand by that. However, in defense of my friends and co-workers in Mexico, we have brilliant engineers in Latin America, and especially Mexico. We, at our company, at Unosquare, we've hired people out of Monterrey Institute of Technology, University of Guadalajara, technology universities out of Central America. We've hired people out of IBM Global Services and Dell Computers and HP and TCS and some of the biggest, best companies in the world who have hired and trained very sophisticated engineers that we hire in our company, and other companies in Latin America hire them. I'm going to actually stand up on the paddleboard because I sense that it's starting to get boring, and we don't want that. And what we can do here is, if I fall in the water, which has happened before, it'll create some drama, and every video needs a little bit of drama. So here we go. I'm going to stand. I'm not really going to paddle. Let's see. Can I stand and hold the camera? Whoa. Yes, I can. Amazing. That was highly risky. I'm paddling with one arm, as you can see, and I am floating down the river toward the abandoned. See, there's the front of the board, and there's the abandoned gas station. Let me just say this while I'm risking my cell phone and my fancy camera floating down the river. Let me say this. My company and the engineers that we have hired, we have built very sophisticated solutions for our clients. Just as an example, we have built business intelligence, web-based business intelligence and dashboarding applications that allow pharmacists to do real-time analysis of the price of their drugs at any time over a web-based application that we built, that our engineers in Guadalajara built, and connected that that software, that application, to back-end reporting systems and financial systems using very sophisticated middleware. For another client, we built a corporate responsibility and safety culture assessment application for one of the largest athletic apparel companies in the world. Something that, frankly, they didn't have the capacity or the capability, I don't know which, to do internally. So they came to our engineers in Mexico. We have built prepaid web-based applications for some of the largest cell phone companies in the world, with, again, very sophisticated dashboarding, reporting, middleware that connects to back-end financial systems, all PCI compliant functionality. We have great engineers. The engineers in Mexico, the engineers in Unosquare are some of the best in the world. And I give them my highest regard, my highest respect, and I hope you do as well. Hey, thanks for joining me on this paddle on the Unosquare channel. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.